Welcome to Vlogmas, book friends. I'm Jen, and welcome back to my holiday reading life. I am so excited to be doing Vlogmas again this year, and I have lots of fun content planned for you, lots of cozy content from sit-down videos to vlogs to all kinds of things. There's even going to be a live stream later this month. I hope you will tune in for all of the holiday goodness that is coming your way. I'm very excited. If you didn't see the announcement on my community page, I'm going to be putting out videos every weekday up until Christmas Eve. So from December 1st to December 24th, I will have a video up every single weekday. I have been working on this for such a long time and I hope you guys enjoy it. But of course, how better to start off Vlogmas than with my December pile of possibilities and all my cozy reading plans for the month. So grab yourself a cuppa and let us get into what I'm planning or hoping to read in December. To start off with, as always, I like to share the books that I am for sure reading, whether they are for buddy reads, for the Cozy Reader Book Club, for any other group reads that I'm involved in. And actually, December is an incredibly light reading month for me. I only have the Cozy Reader Book Club read. That is a book I have to read this month. Everything else is going to be all the holiday mood reading, which I am so looking forward to. But our pick for the Cozy Reader Book Club is Murder at Northanger Abbey by Shannon Winslow. And it says it's a sequel to Jane Austen's spoof on the Gothic novel. And of course, we picked this because it is Jane Austen's 250th birthday this month on December 16th. I'm going to have special content on that day about Jane Austen, so be sure to stay tuned for that. And of course, we will be meeting on Saturday, December 20th to discuss Murder at Northanger Abbey. I don't actually know all that much about this. Of course, there are going to be spoilers for Northanger Abbey, so if that's something you're worried about, maybe skip ahead. I will put, when I finish talking about this here on the screen, you can skip ahead if you don't want to hear about this at all. But Catherine is newly married to Henry, and she's still fascinated by all things Gothic. And on this visit to Northanger Abbey, there has been a murder and Henry is under suspicion. So Catherine is determined to clear her husband's name. And yes, she has to find out who the murderer is. So this is our Cozy Reader Book Club pick. You are more than welcome to join us. I know many of you have decided to join us for 2026 and we are so excited to have you. But if you'd like to read this with us, everyone is welcome to join the Cozy Reader Book Club at any time. You can come for as many discussions or as few as you like. Come once, come 3 times, come 12 times. We would love to have you in whatever way you would like to join. And I am very much looking forward to this. I hope it's a good one. I do love Northanger Abbey, and you know I love Gothic novels. If you missed my Gothic novels video, I will link that here for you. And be sure to go check that out if you are also a fan of the Gothic novel. I really only pulled a few books for this pile of possibilities because I do just want to mood read and pick up whatever feels like the book I want to be reading at any moment in time. Plus, I do have a few books that I just recently ordered that are coming that I'm hoping to read, and I'll be sharing those in an upcoming video, so stay tuned for that. Also, all of the books, and I will show a close-up of them, but most, not all, but most of the books on this half of this bookshelf are holiday books that I have not read. There are a few in here that I've read, but most of these are unread, and I'm planning to just use this as my browsing shelf. And so I will just kind of come here when I'm looking for something to read and pull one of these off. I have everything from classics to middle grade to mysteries to short stories to poetry. So much good stuff here. I am really looking forward to hopefully getting to some of the books that are here. As I pan through this, if you see a book that you think, Jen, you must read this Christmas, please let me know and I will definitely add that to my list. But other than that, I just have a few books here that I wanted to specifically share with you that are kind of at the top of what I'm thinking about reading this month. And the first book that I'm considering is Time of the Child by Niall Williams. And I have not yet read This Is Happiness, and I know this is set in the same world, but I was looking at the blurb on the inside cover, and it does say at the and that this is set in the same village as Williams's beloved This Is Happiness, and it's a tender return to Faha for readers who know its charms and a heartwarming welcome to new readers entering it for the very first time. So it does sound like I can read these books in any order. And because this is set at Christmas in 1962, I decided that I really want to read this. I've heard wonderful things about it. So we are following Dr. Jack Troy and his daughter Ronnie, who is grown, and apparently a baby is left in their care during the Advent season of 1962. And as the winter passes, fathers' and daughters' lives, the understanding of their family, and their role in their community are changed forever. So I'm very much looking forward to this. This is very, very high on my pile of possibilities. If you have read this and you loved it, please let me know. I've heard wonderful things about it, and I'm looking forward to this one very much. Then next, I pulled a couple of mysteries because I love mysteries at Christmas time. And the first one, and I'm going to ask all of you, tell me if this is a book I can read out of order in this series. I have read a few books in this series, and I think I can just kind of read them, and it doesn't really matter what order I read them in, but I have Aunt Dimity's Christmas. This series is by Nancy Atherton. I've read, I don't know, I think I've read a few, but I know I've read the first book in the series. I think I've read a couple of others. It's escaping me now. But obviously this takes place at Christmas time. And if you don't know the story of Aunt Dimity, she's a ghost and she helps solve mysteries from the great beyond. And this is a very fun, cozy, I'd say it's a little bit cozier almost than cozy adjacent, but it's definitely cozy adjacent. And I really think Aunt Dimity is a fun character. And so I'm thinking I might dive into this one this Christmas finally. I've had this book forever. I'm not sure why I've never read it. But definitely let me know if this is okay for me to read, because I haven't read the books before it. And if not, then I better get reading the rest of the books in the series so I can finally get to this one at some point, one of these Christmases. This bauble has got a mind of its own today. And then my next mystery, because of course you know I love the British Library crime classics, and this mystery is, I think, one of their most famous titles that they have put out. And actually they have released a beautiful new hardcover edition of this. I am so tempted to purchase it. I may, if I read this and love it, I may have to get this new edition, but the book that I am considering reading is Mystery in White by J. Jefferson Farjeon, and this is obviously a Christmas crime story. There's a train that stopped because of snowfall. Several passengers take shelter in a deserted country house, and they're seeking to unravel the secrets of this empty house because they're trapped there on Christmas, and then a murderer strikes in their midst. I'm very much looking forward to getting to this holiday season. It sounds perfect for Christmas time. And then next up, I have a few short story collections that I am thinking of diving into this holiday season, because I always find that during the holidays when life is so very busy that sometimes short stories are the perfect things to dip in and out of, because it doesn't require a commitment of keeping track of a longer story. And so when things are really hectic, which I try not to have them be too hectic, but things happen. So I'm thinking that I will probably put one or two of these on my bedside table and just enjoy a short story before bed. But first up, I have Stories for Winter and Nights by the Fire. This is part of the British Library Women Writers series. This is a collection of stories by authors like Angela Carter, Shirley Jackson, Catherine Mansfield, and more. And I believe they all have sort of wintry settings to them. And I am very much looking forward to this. I love the British Library Women Writers series. I have read their stories for Christmas. I have it on this shelf behind me here. I read it last year and it was lovely, and so I'm very much looking forward to these wintry stories. And if I don't get to them in December, I'm definitely going to put this on my January pile of possibilities as well, or maybe it'll just carry over if I don't finish it, because it definitely feels like a book that you can read after the holidays as well. And then my next collection of short stories is Christmas at Fairacre by Miss Reed. Now, we are planning to read The Christmas Mouse next December for the Cozy Reader Book Club, and that is in this short story collection. So I won't be reading that one, but there is also No Holly for Miss Quinn and the Fairacre Christmas. What is it called? Christmas at Fairacre School. So I am hoping to get to at least those 2 stories in this little collection because misread at Christmas time just sounds like the perfect level of coziness for me. So I'm very much looking forward to getting to those 2 stories and spending some time in Miss Read's Fairacre world. And then I have talked before about how for the past 5 years, I have read a James Herriot book from the All Creatures Great and Small series in the week between Christmas and New Year's. It's become a little tradition for me, and I finished my reread of the series last year, and I was feeling a little bereft about what I was going to do for this year. And then one of my lovely viewers, Victoria, gifted me this beautiful book, and this is what I'm going to be reading, and that is The Wonderful World of James Herriot, a charming collection of classic stories. And I cannot wait to get to this. Isn't this the most beautiful book? I adore this. I think it is just gorgeous. I'm so thrilled to have this on my shelf, and I cannot wait to dive back into James Herriot's world. I'm sure many of these stories come from the All Creatures Great and Small books, but that's okay because rereading James Herriot is such a balm to the soul, and I cannot wait to get into this. So December 26th, you know what I'm going to be reading. This is definitely a for sure for this month, and I'm very much looking forward to more time in James Herriot's Yorkshire. And those are all of the physical books that I am considering reading this December, other than, of course, like I said, what I have here to browse through and choose from my own personal library holiday collection. But I do have a few audiobooks that I am hoping to get to this December. 2 of them are rereads, one of them is new. The newer one, I mean, it's not a new book, but it's one I haven't read before. But I'm waiting for the hold to come in from the library, and we will see if it gets here before Christmas. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. But first off, I am really in the mood to reread this beloved classic. It's not a holiday book per se, but it does have wonderful holiday scenes in it. And that book is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. And I have the audiobook version read by Laura Dern. I believe that is the Audible exclusive version of Little Women. And since she played Marmee in the most recent adaptation of Little Women, which I very much enjoyed, I am going to listen to that and spend some time with the March family. And what a lovelier way to celebrate the holiday season than to spend it with them. So it's been a while since I have read or reread Little Women, and it is time. So this is going to be the December of Little Women. And next up is an audiobook that is part of one of my favorite mystery series, and that is Christmas at the Grange by T.E. Kinsey. This is the Christmas novella that is part of the Lady Hardcastle mystery series. And I've listened to this every Christmas since it first came out. It is so lovely. It's very, very short, and so you can listen to it quite quickly, but it is just perfect. It always puts me in the Christmas mood, and I just love it so, so very much. And then my final audiobook is part of another mystery series that I very much enjoy on audio, and that is A Highland Christmas by M.C. Beaton. This is part of the Hamish Macbeth mystery series, and I'm hoping that this comes in. Now, I believe this is about the point in this series where the narrators change, and I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about the new narrator, so I thought this would be a good one to try him out with. I actually do need to read or listen to the book that's right before this one, but with Hamish Macbeth, even if you read them out of order, I think you can still kind of go along for the ride. I don't think it matters all that much because it's such a light, fun mystery series, but looking forward to hopefully spending time with Hamish this holiday season. I believe this is another novella kind of length story. And yes, again, I do love holiday mysteries at the holiday time. If you have a favorite holiday mystery, let me know that down in the comments below. I'm always looking for good mystery series or standalone mysteries to read at the holidays. I actually have The Christmas Appeal by Janice Hallett sitting up here. I am going to read that, and I think that'll be a very quick little read, but I'm very excited for that one as well. So lots of wonderful holiday books to look forward to this holiday season. And I'm really just hoping to be cozy and curl up with books here in my cozy holiday reading room. I just love being in here, especially at the holiday season. I love my little tree that I have here. It just adds a little bit of festiveness. And yes, so my plan is to be curled up under a cozy blanket with a hot cuppa, and a good holiday book for as many days in December as I can. That sounds like a beautiful way to spend the holiday season. And that is my cozy December pile of possibilities. Let us chat down in the comments. I would love to know what is on your December pile of possibilities. Do you have any books that you're really looking forward to reading this holiday season? Do you have any beloved holiday books that you enjoy rereading at the holidays? I'm going to be sharing some of my holiday favorites in an upcoming video, so make sure you have your notifications turned on so that you do not miss out on any of my Vlogmas content that is coming. I have lots of good things lined up. And yes, let us chat all things December and holiday reading down in the comments below. And if you're here but you don't have anything you would like to add in the comments, but you would like to let me know that you are here, because comments really do help my channel, of course, let us start the holiday emojis. So leave me all your favorite holiday emojis down in the comments below, or your favorite cozy wintry emojis. Those would be lovely too. I love seeing those and knowing you were here, and they really do help my channel. As do likes if you enjoyed this video. And if you would like to see more like this by me over the holiday season for Vlogmas, so much content coming your way, please hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you don't miss a thing. Also, have you noticed that little hype button? YouTube has a new thing for creators, especially for small creators. If you hit that hype button, and you can do it, I believe, up to 3 times per week for videos that have been released in the past 7 days. So if you really enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind hitting that hype button, it really does help my channel. It helps to promote my videos. It helps YouTube to know that people are enjoying them. And smaller creators get more benefit out of it than larger creators. So I would love it if you really did enjoy this, if you could hit that hype button as well. It should be directly below the video title, I believe. I think you can only do hypes on the mobile app. I'm not 100% sure on that. This is a very new thing. They've been testing it out over the past few months, but now I believe it's official, it's live. I would love it if you could hit that hype button. Thank you so much for being here and for spending time with me in my cozy holiday corner of BookTube. And unlike always, I'll actually be back tomorrow with another video, so I will see you then. Thank you so much for watching. Happy reading and happy holidays. Bye!